What is it like to have over 50 children? This man had 53 children before he was even 20 years old. Rarely handsome, with beautiful and charming women, some of whom are celebrities and supermodels. How did he manage to be so outstanding? Today, we are watching the movie Starbuck. The man has a nice name, Da Zhuang. In middle age, his life is in shambles, with no money, no car, no house, and no wife. He works at his father's butcher shop, using the shop's truck for personal errands, going out to compete. He was supposed to prepare for a match, but he only prepared flowers for his girlfriend at 2:30 in the morning, and his pregnant girlfriend despised him on the spot. One day, someone suddenly approached him, saying that 20 years ago, when he was in good shape and had a great temperament, not only was he in the top 21 schools, but also in the top 958. He once used the alias Starbuck and, in just 23 months, donated sperm 693 times, earning $24,500. Basically, he averaged once a day, which is definitely a high-quality male. Due to the excellent quality of his sperm, 53 children were born. Now, 142 children want to know who their father is and have already filed a lawsuit. Da Zhuang, scared, quickly found his childhood friend Xiao Peng, who is a part-time lawyer. With such a good opportunity to make money, you didn't tell me. We grew up wearing the same pants, mainly because people have image requirements. Well, you win. Xiao Peng took out an envelope containing information on 142 children. Da Zhuang went home and threw it into the trash can. But curiosity drove him to pick it up again. What do his children look like? He opened the envelope and randomly drew one, unexpectedly finding a current soccer star. His dream of becoming a soccer star back then was realized by his son. He and Xiao Peng went to the stadium, and when he saw his son score a goal, he was thrilled, leading the crowd in chanting his son's name. After returning home, he randomly picked another one. This son works at a cafe. He is handsome and has a dream of becoming an actor. Today, he has an important audition, but his boss demands he work overtime at the cafe. If he skips work for the audition, he won't be able to support himself. Da Zhuang directly gave him the truck keys, telling him to hurry to the audition while he covered his shift. As expected, the boss came over. I wanted a young, fresh face. What are you, an old-timer, doing here? Da Zhuang was kicked out by the boss. Just as he was thinking about how to explain to his son adapted and came back. Fortunately, he passed this big act of pretending to deliver pizza, went to his daughter's house, and found her overdosed, lying on the bed. Luckily, he discovered it in time and saved her. The daughter hoped he would pretend to be her father and sign for her, so she wouldn't have to go to rehab. Because he just found a job, he promised to turn over a new leaf and go to work on time. Da Zhuang chose to believe him. The next day, he went to his daughter's company entrance, and in the heavy rain, seeing his daughter appear on time, he showed a relieved smile. When he got back, he posted all the children's information on the wall. He felt he needed to do something for the kids. Next, he witnessed the various professions of the children. A tour guide at a scenic spot, a subway busker, a pool lifeguard, a mall manicurist, and even a famous model. Someone woke up with 500,000, this man woke up with more than 50 children. Curiosity drove him to learn about the children. One woman was a famous model, and seeing her dressed brightly, she became a guardian angel, teaching a lesson to ill-intentioned passers-by. Did you just watch and like it? Did you follow? If not, share it, or else. One son was a pool lifeguard, and since no one had an accident in the pool, it looked like he was about to lose his job. Da Zhuang pretended to fall and drown, giving his son a close hug. One son was a subway busker, and no one gave him money all day, so he was about to starve. He adopted a robbery mode, not allowing anyone to pass without giving money. A younger son was a tour guide at the police station. Da Zhuang went every day to support him, to the point where the son began to suspect Da Zhuang was obsessed with him. Da Zhuang seemed to have found a direction in life. He planned to be the guardian angel for the children. That day, he got information on another child, but his expression slowly froze. Because this child was not perfect, he went to the welfare center to see his son. When he saw his son's back, he intended to leave, but in the end, he chose to stay. He watched TV with his son, pushed him outside to enjoy the sun, accompanied him for drinks, and fed him. His actions were praised by the receptionist. That day, he followed a son to a hotel, walked into the venue, and found it was a support meeting for 142 children. He stood up, looked at the children around him, and his son thought he had something to say, so he handed him the microphone. His words were met with enthusiastic applause. Here, he didn't reveal his identity but pretended to be the adoptive father of the boy in the wheelchair, attending the meeting on his behalf. Just as he walked out of the hotel, he ran into a chubby guy spying on military intelligence. If you keep attending these gatherings to support yourself, I really can't help you anymore. That day, when his girlfriend visited his home, his father talked about Da Zhuang's past. Don't be fooled by Da Zhuang's sloppy appearance. Sometimes he can really surprise people. 20 years ago, his mother fell seriously ill, and she didn't have much time left. Her dream was to travel to Venice, but the family had no money at all. It was Da Zhuang who suddenly produced the tickets, arranged the entire trip, and covered all the expenses, ensuring the old lady had no regrets. His girlfriend was very curious. Where did you get so much money? I have an ancestral skill, but I sell my skills, not my body. On weekends, the kids gather by the lake. One child invited Dajuang to join them. They dived together, played soccer, sunbathed, took photos, barbecued, flew kites, and in the evening, sang around the campfire. He also took his son in a wheelchair to the seaside to watch the sunset. 20 years ago, the man anonymously donated to Xiaovudu 693 times. 20 years later, he suddenly learned he had 53 children. The children all wanted to know who the man really was. This matter attracted the attention of 5 billion people worldwide. Everyone was discussing who this Starbucks really was. Recently, Dajuang was not only troubled by this matter. He also had 80,000 in foreign debt waiting for him. Kui Zhanren not only arranged a wake-up call service for him but also gently made him tea. No matter which bank he went to for a loan, he couldn't get a single penny. Seeing the Starbucks issue getting bigger and bigger, the chubby guy gave him an idea. He could countersue the clinic for leaking the information, causing so many people to want to know the truth. If he won the lawsuit, he could get 200,000 in emotional compensation. Not only could he pay off his debts, but he would also have some leftover. Initially, Dajuang refused. How is this different from selling your own children? But the situation didn't calm down, it escalated, and everyone started discussing Starbucks, all in a derogatory manner. Even his girlfriend thought Starbucks was a pervert. That day, his brother told Dajuang that their father was threatened by Kui Zhanren and was even dunked in the bathtub. Faced with so many issues, Dajuang went to find the chubby guy again. He decided to sue the clinic, and with sheer luck, the chubby guy won the case, although the sons lost. But facing the camera, he didn't blame Dajuang. Dajuang was very moved. He planned to reveal his identity, but if he did, he wouldn't get a penny of the 200,000 yuan compensation from the hospital, and he wouldn't be able to pay off the 80,000 yuan debt. Dajuang first found his father and confessed that he was Starbucks. The old father laughed like a pig when he heard it. He never expected his son to be the king of guns. Suddenly, he had 53 grandchildren. The old father happily took out his savings of 80,000 yuan, allowing Dajuang to pay off his debt. As for whether to reveal his identity, Dajuang had to decide for himself. After all, his father had never experienced such a thing and couldn't offer any advice or suggestions. Since the debt was no longer a concern, Dajuang announced his identity through email. Just as he was about to tell his girlfriend, she suddenly went into labor. After the child was safely born, Dajuang told his girlfriend the truth. His girlfriend wasn't angry because the child was born with 53 brothers and sisters. They were all free babysitters. Even if they changed every day, it would take more than a year without repeating. At this point, his girlfriend suddenly requested a trip to Venice. Dajuang thought about it. 20 years ago, in 23 months, 693 times, he could save enough money to go to Venice. How long would it take at his current age? Dajuang fell into deep thought. The movie, Starbucks, ends here. After watching the movie, I advise my friends in front of the camera not to impulsively donate small heads, as the requirements are very high. However, those who meet the conditions shouldn't waste it. Alright, if you want to see more good movie explanations, please follow me. Bye bye.
Yeah.